say his name and he appears. I believe in Jason Rosenbaum. I believe in Jason Rosenbaum. They love him in Baldwin, in Pine Lawn, in Florissant. They love him in Wildwood, in Maplewood, and Kirkwood. They said, I believe in Jason Rosenbaum. I believe in Jason Rosenbaum. Wave your flags from side to side and say, I believe in Jason Rosenbaum, 'cause Jason Rosenbaum is so silly. Raise your flags from side to side and say, I believe in Jason Rosenbaum, and this is the Missouri Mailbag. Who got this flag designed at Spencer's Gifts in the mall? And looks like a high school graphic design project, honestly. I don't really think that the flag's design is shoddy or amateurish. I think it has a lot of simplicity entwined in its design. I personally like simpler flags than flags that try to make like 10 different statements with 10 different types of shapes, but I could understand that my opinion on this matter is the exception rather than the rule. Saw that on an airbrush t-shirt at Lake of the Ozarks back in 1997. Fun fact about me, I used to actually vacation at Lake of the Ozarks when I was a kid, even though I shamefully am from Illinois. I cannot say, though, I ever saw an airbrushed fleur-de-lis on anybody's t-shirt, but I was more focused on beating my sister at mini golf than looking at what people were wearing down by the lake. Oof, I promise I'm not trying to be a hater, but in all honesty, it's a no from me, dog, heart emoji. Consider my core grieved. There were a lot of people that just didn't like the design of this flag, and it wasn't for any specific reason other than they just didn't like it, and that's fine. People are allowed to have different opinions about flags. I happen to think that Illinois' current flag is amazing. Some of my colleagues who, like me, are from Illinois think that I'm an idiot. This is America. We can have differences of opinions over flags without it becoming like a criminal offense. Announcing a new flag while announcing you don't know the origins of the previous one is crazy work. What the commenter is referring to is this statement from St. Louis County Executive Sam Page right before he unveiled the new flag at his 2025 State of the County address.
Well, I'm not sure what it signifies. It's a plow, it's a landscape of buildings, and a cacophony of colors clashing. Why edit it when you can just put it all there? We tried to find out who designed it so we could have a better idea of what the flag was symbolizing. But we have yet to find any information about the flag or its history.
At least one person disagreed with County Executive Page and actually liked the old flag, which was very colorful and has a plow in the center of it for some reason. I have mixed feelings about the plow representing St. Louis County. If we're talking about reality, St. Louis County hasn't been agricultural in many decades. But if you're talking about emotionally, I am a little bit sad that the agrarian imagery is kind of going away for one reason and one reason only. When my dad was growing up in Chesterfield in the 1960s, that place was still pretty rural, and he remembers vividly walking by a farm and the farmer cut the head off of a chicken just to scare the kids in this fastly suburbanizing part of St. Louis County. I guess I don't really need a flag to remember that story, and that's probably a story that is closer to my dad's heart since he actually experienced it, as opposed to me who sees Chesterfield as just another suburb in the St. Louis region. I think the flag should be round. How about a round flag? I don't think there is a round flag anywhere in the world if you're specifically talking about a flag that is literally shaped as a circle. Ohio's flag, though, is not rectangular, as is the country of Nepal. I think both of those flags stand out for different reasons, and I definitely approve of those flags. I think a round flag would have broken the mold, but it would have been so startling to kind of our feeble brains that are used to rectangular flags. I'm not sure it would have worked. So let's get this out of the way. There were a number of people who commented on this prompt who sincerely believe that the flag is phallic in nature. And the only response I have to this reaction is you all are sick people who need to get your brains washed out with soap. Tipper Gore is very disappointed in you. She tried to shield your innocent eyes and your innocent brain from indecent thoughts and indecent things. And, you know, I'm just so disappointed in all of the commenters who have stooped to this level. Haha, love those reactions. Personally, I think it's great. So I'm not sure that I absolutely love the St. Louis County flag. I am pretty sure that I don't hate it. I probably was in the minority of people that actually really liked the logo that came out during Page's 2024 State of the County speech. Is it better than the city of St. Louis's flag? Absolutely not. That's like one of the best flags that has ever been created by people who make flags. I just don't think I'm going to be a hater on this flag just because I tend to be a thoughtful and optimistic person by nature. Raise your flags from side to side and say, I believe in Jason Rosenbaum, and this is the Missouri Mailbag.